Hi there, folks. So I'm here to introduce you to a very useful tool called Google Jamboards. Okay, so if you just go to your search engine, whichever one you have chosen, you click on the words Jamboards or Jamboard, and it'll lead you straight to this platform. And so it'll ask you to sign in. Hopefully, you have a Google account. If not, you might need to set up a Google account. I'm gonna log into my Google account, and then it'll lead me straight into a space where I have all my Google Jamboards. Uh, you might not have any if you haven't used the tool. So when you come to create a Google Jamboard, you create it here. Okay, so new Jamboard. Apologies, my menu is all in Spanish, as I am Colombian, but I'll be guiding you through what it all says, and you can just look for the location. Okay, and so we're here. If you are just creating a new Google Jamboard, you can click right next to this icon, and you'll have the opportunity to change the name of the jam. Hey, you're gonna learn some Spanish in the process here, and so let's just call this listening skills community organizers. Right. So then we click accept or enter, and then voila, you've changed the name now. If you want to share it with someone, um, so you're gonna co-create something together, then you can go onto the blue sharing button on the top right hand corner that I just clicked on, and it'll give you the option to share it with someone. Okay, so sometimes it starts restricted, and so in this case, you can click on here to change it to any person who has the link. And so then if I click here it says reader. So if I click on that little arrow, I can change it so that anyone I share this with can also edit it. Obviously, you can create something just for readers so that you share with people who are just going to be able to comment but won't be able to actually edit. In the case of our training sessions, we're going to share with you a link. Usually, when we're going to use Google Jamboards, we'll share with you a link via whichever platform we're meeting, usually Zoom, so that you can then click onto that link and then join the board. So once you've copied the link, you just click ready or enter, done, and then you can come back here. So we have a blank Google Jamboard. We can do all sorts of things with Google Jamboards. The most basic thing for you to learn for any of our training sessions is how to move around the Jamboards and how to create content. So to create content, the most basic function is to create a Post-it note. So you click on this little square that has a folded corner, and you'll get this option to create a Post-it note. So once you're there, you can type anything you like. And once you finish typing, if you'd like, you can then change the color of the poster you're going to use. I quite like the pink, so I'm going to select the pink. I'm going to click on keep, okay, or save. And then it's going to give me an option to write something else. So I can write another one. Okay, and then once I've written the other post-it, I can change the color if I like, and I can click keep. You see this little bar here is going to show you how much content you can fill it with. So it has a limited amount of characters you can type into. Okay, so try to keep it to the point and concise. You click keep, and it keeps on giving you the option, all right? And so if you want to click away from that, all you do is just literally click out of that box into the blank space behind. So once you are here, you can take a post-it with your mouse. You can click on it, hold it, and drag it as you would any item that you'd click and hold and drag on your computer, either with your mouse or your trackpad. You can then use this little corner here to move to the side. Look, you can tip it over all the way around if you like. If you want to have it a bit to the side like that. You can also click on any of these other corners to expand it. All right. And then these three dots will give you some more options to edit, to duplicate. If you want to duplicate it, look, I just created another one, right? So sometimes the easiest way to create a post-it is also to just duplicate, but you could go through this other channel here through this little square image. And so I can then take this post-it, click on these three dots. I can go to the bottom option on this menu that opens up, and I can move it back, move it one level back, or I can move it to the front if I like. So I'm going to move it back, right? And so then when I move it back, you see, I can stick it behind here if I like, and I can hide it a bit. Yeah. So now you see it, now you don't. All right. And I can also then shift the position of it. Okay. And so that's the most basic thing to do, things you can do on here. Okay. If you want to get a bit more creative, you also have the opportunity to write with a pen. So you can click on there and you can use this to write anything you like. Okay. And so I'm terrible at writing with this kind of tool, so I prefer to stick to the post-it notes. But if you want to write this way, you can do that too. During the sessions, we'll usually just stick to post-it notes, all right? So if you didn't like what you've done and you want to undo it, you just find this button or you click Command Z or Control Z, depending on whether you're on a Mac or a Windows computer. So I'm going to click Undo so that I undo all those awful little letters I wrote. But you could have also erased them with the eraser, okay? You can use this tool to select anything and then move it about. You can create new post-it notes there. You can also add an image if you like. So for example, if I click there, say we're talking about power, then I want to talk about power over. And so because I want to talk about power over, I'm going to find an image that reflects power over. Okay, so here is a number of options from straight from Google search that can help me to find an image that represents what I'm talking about, and I can get a bit more graphic with whatever I'm explaining to anyone. And so I think I'm going to go with this one. It's a bit of an awful one, but it makes the point. So it takes a minute to upload. Once it's uploaded, again, I can shift the position. I can expand it using this little corner. I can then move it backwards if I like. Remember these three little buttons? I click on that. I go down to the bottom menu and I can move one level behind or one level back. If you like shortcuts, here on the right-hand side, you'll see the shortcuts, so you can get used to that too. Okay. And then there it is. I want to move this one forward. And so I'm going to actually edit it first, and I'm going to change what it says. And I'm going to say power over. Okay. And so then I can click on that again, click on those three buttons. I can then click on this bottom menu and I can move it forward. Okay. There you go. Voila. Moved it forward. So if I wanted to as well, I can create different shapes. So for example, here I can create a circle, but if I want to choose something else other than a circle, I can click on that little arrow and it's going to give me an option for all the figures. I'm going to choose the arrow. And then I get this little cursor on the shape of a plus sign, which I can click anywhere I like. I can then, whilst holding that click, expand it forwards, expand it downwards to make it fat, or let's just say I'll make it quite big like that. And then I can move it down, all right? There it is. I moved it down. You see this has appeared here. Yeah, I can color the edge or I can color the inside of the arrow. So I'm going to choose the color. I'm going to make it yellow. Okay, just 1 second. I can then choose the color. Oh, apologies. There's a little glitch. Okay, but for now, we'll just keep it white. I can then again move it backwards or forwards by clicking on those three little dots that appear there. I can then still reshape it however I like. I can also then create a text box if I wanted to. And so all I do is just click there on the text box icon with the little T, and then I can click anywhere I like. There you go. I click that and I can write so anything I like. So because power over is an expression of power, I'm going to write expressions of power. Okay. So expressions of power, you see I can expand the text box if I like to make it long. I can then move it around, put it anywhere I like. See? Over here I can change the color of the text, you see? So I'm gonna make it blue. There you go. All right. Also that text box, I can make it align as such. I can also change the sort of, is it a title, is it a subtitle, or what sort of text is it? I've done that, so it's gone quite big, so I'm just going to make it a little bit smaller. There you go. Just keep it to that. All right. Say I'm in a presentation mode, I can then choose this, and look, we're talking about power over. I've chosen the laser, and the laser helps me to show you, look, what's going on here? Who's this lad? And why does he think that he can do this to this person here? All right. So you want to change the background? You can change the background by clicking on this icon right next to the zoom in button. And let's put a few dots. You could also make an icon of make a background out of an image that you already have, if you'd like. I'm going to make some dots. Okay, that gives it a bit more depth. I want to create a new page. I click on this little arrow and I can create a new page. I can then do something new. I can upload an image either from Google, or I can take an image from my camera, right? Photograph, or I can look on my Google Photos, on my Google Drive, and so on. So here I can click to move to a previous page and move alongside any pages that we might be working on. So I hope you enjoyed this video. This is a very nice, simple tool to use for co-creation when you meet with any colleagues, any friends, um, anyone who you work with, or you want to meet and co-create some results so that you feel like you're a bit together, a bit better, and you can have an end product that you can all look at. And sometimes it's easier to go beyond words and actually just display things with images, with text, and so on. Hope you enjoyed this video. The main thing, if you're joining any of our training sessions, is that you learn and practice how to access Google Jamboards, and also how to create and edit Post-it notes. Okay, hope you enjoyed it. Remember, you can follow us on Community CoLab on Facebook, or you can also find us on www.communitycolab.co.uk. Look forward to meeting you.